The genius of the Leo Cat joke is that it has multiple layers.
Man, get your wrestling ass on.
I don't want to leave my house.
God, I love not paying rent.
Gotta love it.
They don't deserve to exist, just like wasps.
I think mermaids are real.
What happened in the Rosa Parks episode then?
Comparable to a Lego.
Chad Miles get his ass beat for looking at me wrong. No disrespect. No disrespect.
And I definitely eat them naked most of the time.
Take it away, shit.
I'm Governor Roy Cooper. We're in a state of emergency.
The Hey Quick Question Podcast, Episode 20. This week's topics include Nick Cannon taking over the world, one child at a time, levels of insults, and the return of Tavares and him being a furry. Holy fuck, this took so many tries.
2, 1.
That's pretty good.
I think that's gonna work.
Here you
This
go.
one's so
Can't wait to get
far.
worse at it.
Okay. Welcome back to the Hey Quick Question Podcast. This is August 15th, 2021, episode 21.
Allegedly. Yeah, update to you guys. Not sure if you ever guys was, but we're not going to talk about that if you guys don't see it. So, keep this intro rolling.
This is either episode 20 or episode 21. I'm one of the co-hosts now. I'm the new Aunt Viv, Dion Marcus Cook.
I don't want to pick up on the mic, so light clap.
Light clap. Okay, and next we have
I don't see your hands clapping.
I can't clap. I'm holding the microphone.
all right, so we got we got our three co-hosts. Co-host 1, let me hear something from you. Co-host 1.
Hello. Good. Hi. How's everything?
All right, co-host 2, bring it on.
Woo! Hey, everybody! I'm glad you guys are back here listening to us for another round. We got a rolling round of questions for you guys, but more importantly, co-host number 3, Tavares J. Pitts is back from his bus injury. We're really glad to have him back.
Ooh.
It's really we saw him in the hospital. We were really worried for him. His glass bones and paper skin. We didn't know if he'd make a recovery, but
I just threw paper balls at me the whole time.
Everybody give a round of applause for Tavares and his weak-old body for making it.
He took my pudding cup.
His weak old body.
Round of applause. Yeah.
See, I was gonna do it, and then I told myself not to. So I'm glad you did it. Now you both do
Of
it.
course.
Tavares, how's it feel to be out that cast?
The full body.
Hey,
Up
Eric,
to your neck.
Hey, Eric, would you hit somebody in the ass if you're in the
Would I
middle of a fight?
If I was in the middle of the fight,
Yeah.
it depends. Did they get hit by a milk bus? I'm
Let's
really
say-
sorry.
Let's just say you in a stadium.
I'm in a stadium,
and you're-
hypothetically.
You're in a brawl.
Right. And
the
I just
guy jumps over the chairs.
to get into a fight, and then
And you see the perfect opportunity, like his ass is just out there, right?
right to hit a grown man in the ass. That's what. And
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so a little sus. Go ahead and roll on to the first question, everybody. Let's get this train moving.
Let's go.
Tavares, say something. You didn't
What?
say
That
it.
was me saying something.
Oh, just that.
I do it.
I love hitting men in the ass.
All right.
Go
If
ahead.
you had to eat only one specific type of food for an entire month, what would you pick? You can eat. You can get whatever version of that food you want, as long as the food is focused on the meal. That you is really fucking me up.
Bro, reading is hard, man. Reading is hard, I tell you. Anyway, Tavares, you want to lead this off then?
Sure. Mine is always gonna be rice.
Oh, really? I was thinking
So
you were
many,
gonna.
so many meals of rice.
I thought you were gonna say pasta.
No, pasta gets old. Rice has yet to get old. I've been eating it religiously.
You did say something about rice that one.
That's a
time.
pretty good. Right. I remember when we brought up the poverty question. You were just, I asked you don't think rice is a little poverty issue? You said no, you use it for everything.
No,
unlike
bread. That's what you
Yeah,
said.
you said unlike bread. Bread's the right answer. But
About it.
so what would you? And ideally, what are you thinking of when you have rice all the time? Like, what are the different ways you're gonna go about this whole rice month?
You can put rice in soup. You can put stuff over rice.
Rice and soup. Hold on.
You can put rice
Wait,
inside.
you
No,
started-
hold on.
wait a
Hold on.
minute.
Hold on. Sorry.
Wait a
Chicken
Rice
minute.
and soup.
Chicken
Wait
and
a
rice.
minute.
Chicken and rice. Where's the
Chicken
soup?
and rice is a soup. Yeah.
No.
never had chicken and rice soup?
Wait
Chicken
a
and
second.
rice soup.
Oh my
Wait a
God,
minute.
Here we go again.
Wait a
I've
minute.
had
wait a
chicken
minute.
and rice. It's not soup though.
I've had chicken and rice. It was
I
like
can
gravy.
make chicken and rice soup.
You mean
Okay.
like there's a chicken broth.
Chicken
and then you-
broth, and you
and then
also
the-
have chicken like chunks in it, and you have the rice that has been
The-
soaking in the broth.
I've never had that before in my life.
So it's like a gumbo.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
So
Campbell's
it's
even
like
sells chicken and rice soup.
I get that, but that like it's
I've
chicken and
never
rice
seen
soup.
it before.
You think Campbell sells chicken and rice soup?
Yes,
Maybe
I've never heard-
Maybe
because
progressive.
you're not looking for it.
Well,
I'm not
you're
looking
right.
for it.
You're right
You're right,
about
I'm not
that.
I
looking for it.
actually prefer that over chicken noodle.
How long have you been eating chicken and rice and as a soup?
Since I got sick of chicken noodle, so probably like since I was a teenager.
What else do you go? What are your go-to rice meals besides this whole soup rice combo that
The
you?
one I make nowadays, it's the one with tomato sauce and sausage over rice.
tomato
Well,
sauce.
I think it's like Hundui sausage.
but that's not a that's not a soup though.
No, that's
His answer was
no
rice.
tomato sauce. Yeah,
No, but I'm saying like I get what you're saying, but like the other one,
it's broth, not a sauce.
but that's a rice dish, not a soup dish.
That's a rice dish.
Wait, but is soup a food or a type of food? Is soup a food or a type of food? This is why I was asking before. Which ones are foods? Which ones seem to be types?
Like you really,
Yeah,
you really. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say my interpretation of the question is, like, my answer is potatoes
That's what I was. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say the
because
same thing.
I'm always gonna get some form of potatoes, like fries, baked potatoes, whatever. I didn't know we could add things like
Yeah, you
added,
could. So I was thinking.
you added chicken and
You cannot soup
broth
without
and
the soup without the rice would just be chicken soup with
Right.
just the chicken. It's not the
right,
same.
but the question one specific type of food.
Also, I'll let that stand, but like in my head, when I said potatoes, I meant like sweet potatoes too, so I could have like desserts too. Like you don't like does that fits what you were thinking, right?
I wasn't thinking any of desserts. You said one.
No, I said her. I
item.
meant like her because she said
Oh.
potatoes.
Yeah, I was just thinking any form of however potatoes can be made. That's what I'll eat for a month.
Right, but like as long as that's like the main thing, like potatoes, like yams, like that whole thing like, is.
You could have gnocchi.
Yeah,
You could have gnocchi.
like all that is what I was thinking. That's what I was gonna say potatoes too. I was just gonna get
Yeah.
different forms of fries every day because that's the only thing I could eat. Would be
Yes.
would be terrible because like I'm not gonna eat fries the next day, but I'm just gonna get new fries anyway.
My mom
but-
used to make like fried potatoes where she'd like cut them into circles
Mm-hmm.
and put them all in a pan where like the top is crispy but like the bottom is soft. So
Mm.
Oh, I thought you were talking about homemade chips.
I could literally
That
just
too.
eat
My sister
those.
makes. Yeah. Also, like potato chips. That would also work.
Yeah.
If I
Whole
say
lot of-
eggs,
Yes.
does that have to be like? I mean, there's so many different ways you can use eggs,
Mhm.
and there's so many things that require eggs in order to be, right. Like pancakes, for example.
Yeah.
So I
would
say egg.
That's
No.
no. That's an ingredient. That's
If
being
you
used as
say
an
egg,
ingredient.
that's like omelets.
Okay.
Yes. I would say eggs, scrambled eggs. Here's what I'll say. Maybe it depending on how you guys feel. Leniency, maybe like an egg bagel.
I'd say you have to be able to taste the egg.
No, because bagel is the focus.
That's a
At the same time, you can.
look at the worms.
I was waiting to see how you got something with that because I was thinking like it feels pretty 50-50.
Honestly,
Like a bit like
kinda
with like a
agree.
chicken biscuit is the chicken the focus or is the biscuit the focus? I feel like that's half and
I
half.
feel like it's a chicken. Yeah.
So like I feel like that's enough for the line. Like if you picked eggs, you could get like an egg bagel. You know what I mean? Like an egg croissant. Like that I feel like that's good enough. But it would idealistically I thought different versions like deviled eggs, boiled eggs, and like omelets. I thought that if you were gonna pick eggs.
I think you about this yesterday, and you were like, "Yeah, it just has to be in the meal, probably like the main focus."
Yes, at
Which
least
is-
like
What?
at least like half. It's got to be like, at least half. Like it can't be like tomatoes where like tomatoes are in stuff
Right. It's an
like a
ingredient,
salad, but like it can't be like nobody's just eating like potatoes. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Unless you get tomato soup, like maybe,
Yeah,
maybe,
that's-
but yeah.
you
but that
cannot
would
be
it.
the tomato
would
soup
pick-
without the tomato.
Who would pick tomatoes, bro?
I'm picking a meat.
I-
That's sus, bro.
I was thinking that, and I was thinking like,
Yeah.
what meat would I pick?
Yeah,
And I was-
Tavares. I'm picking a meat.
In my
Yeah.
head, it would
Yeah.
have to be.
Yeah.
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 If I,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I was thinking, if I pick the meat, I'm thinking like, am I gonna pick chicken or am I gonna pick fish? And if I pick fish, would you guys allow me to pick different kinds of fish?
It's too
Keep
many
that in
fish.
mind.
No,
I have a weird thing with
no
fish.
shrimp.
No
no.
shrimp. So just fish, straight up fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I
there's
would-
so
I would-
many options.
Yeah, I would probably. It's either got to be chicken or fish if I'm picking the meat. But I first draft pick overall is gonna be potatoes. Second might be fish.
If I pick beef, like what then? Is that too limited? I feel like I could have so many different steaks.
Burgers.
Yeah,
Burgers.
burgers and steak.
Spaghetti.
Burger,
Beef
steak,
hot
and
dogs.
I'd give
Lasagna?
maybe I'd let that. I'd let
No
that slide.
noodles. No, the pasta is the focus.
And
Are
the
we sure?
sauce is the
No, because
secondary.
There's like 3 things there. That's like 33%. Like
Yeah.
Lasagna,
It's
though.
too low.
Lasagna's a whole
I would
layer of
I would
food.
get I would have
Okay,
given
alright.
I would have given burgers. I would have given him steak. I would have given him like tacos. I would have given him like all that.
Beef corn dogs.
Those are things.
Yes.
Beef hot dogs. Beef
Yeah.
bratwurst.
All yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going beef.
Let me some bratwurst.
You know how many different types of steaks you could have? There's so many parts of ribs. I'm going beef.
Mm-hmm. I can yeah.
I'm going
My thing is,
crazy
like, I
for a
don't-
month. I'm gonna be so my blood pressure is gonna be off the
Yeah,
charts.
you're going fucking. You know. what
My heart's gonna beat a lot slower, but damn it, that's the best month I ever lived.
So
I felt like a
if I were to-
cowboy.
If I were to say bread to you guys, you feel like what would I be leading me to? To just grilled cheese and then like I'd get like
Small stuff like that. Grilled cheese, peanut butter.
but I couldn't get
PB&J.
like sandwiches. You think sandwiches count, right?
Too many things.
Sandwiches.
If too many things go in between the bread, then the ratio is off.
I feel like it's different with bread though, because bread is you cannot make a sandwich without a bread or without bread without a bread.
Well, that's why.
No, you could. A sandwich is something layered between two things, not necessarily bread.
That's true.
9 times out
Yeah.
of 10 it is bread though.
9 times out
Well-
of 10, but an ice cream sandwich is a sandwich.
Damn you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not 9 times out of 10. It's
But like if I
10
pick
times out of 10.
if I pick bread, do I get like just bread like bread loaf, like sandwich bread? Do I get croissants too?
Bread
Like anything like a dough? Like where's the limit at?
Bread, yeah. Any kind
bread.
of
I think it should
'Cause
just be
Could you have pizza?
no.
No,
I don't think so.
no.
That's too much of other stuff.
No, that's crossing the line. But like a ham sandwich, if
If
like
it's
a chicken
limited
sandwich-
ingredients, it's got to be like okay. I think 1 or 2 ingredients. That's the limit. You can't have a BLT. You can't have.
Oh,
a
really?
subpar sandwich.
Yeah, I think-
Really, the BLT is too far.
Yeah, that's too many ingredients.
You're tripping.
Too many ingredients.
Tripping.
Too many ingredients.
You better just make you some breakfast.
You can have croissants. You do, eggs.
I get
Sausage.
French
Egg and
I'd get
cheese?
French
You do, like,
toast.
egg and
I'd
cheese?
get French toast.
You can do French toast. Yeah. You can just eat a baguette. Just periodically throughout the day, just take a few bites. Keep it
Do
pushing.
that?
You could. They don't do
Is
that,
there-
but you could.
Is there any vegetable you guys would pick? Like, is there any type of vegetable you pick? Because I don't. I was.
cucumbers.
I
Oh,
think.
that's a fruit.
I think there are a few vegetables.
Yep, that is true.
Oh, I forgot. That's the weird one that I was trying to remember the
Yeah.
other day. I
Yeah.
think
That was avocados.
I think you're limited with vegetable choices because there are only
Yeah.
so many things you could turn them into. Like you could put them in a lot of stuff, but they are minor.
When I was thinking of it, I was just thinking like all the choices I would pick would either be meat or it would be like a potato, and like man, I'm gonna have a super unhealthy month. I'm gonna just be.
Oh yeah. There's nothing positive about this. You think it's positive at
Yeah.
first because you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, my favorite food, and then like
Yeah.
2 weeks later, you're like, damn, beef again. You know, damn, another steak, another.
Yeah, honestly,
Another-
that's why I wouldn't.
yeah.
At some point, I'm gonna just turn into plankton. And I'm just start having like holographic meals.
Make it look like something else. I know what I'm eating, but just make it look like something else.
Anything else?
Yeah, with
I-
the. Go ahead.
I don't think I'd get through. I don't think I'd get through a whole 2 weeks. Even like in this, I don't know if I could get through an entire month of it. It would have to be potatoes because I couldn't do anything else. But that's the only one.
It'd be
I think
very,
I'd have a
very
shot
difficult.
at. Yeah.
I'm going for it. If there's money on the other end of it, I'm going for it.
How much money is it?
Wait a minute.
How much money is it worth the shot? Is it $1,000? Like how much?
I would.
how-
I want it to be a hefty amount, but I don't want it to be like,
it can't be too
outrageous.
hefty. 10,000.
Do you think 10,000 is too much?
Worth. I'm saying, is that worth the attempt?
I
Like,
was going higher. To be honest with you.
to even attempt it.
Yeah, It is going to take a toll on you eating that one thing for so long.
It's supersized me, but not as disgusting.
You're gonna be shitting. It's gonna be bad. But hey, if it's $50,000 at the end of it, I'll do it.
25,000.
I can stick with
See, I was debating. I was debating between the two.
I think it depends on like how many full meals you eat a day. I feel like I only eat like one solid meal, so I could probably do it.
That's my thing. I'm really only eating 1.5 full meals a day, and it's at like 11 or like 4 p.m. It's somewhere in between there is when I'll eat it. But like I hardly ever eat after like fucking 6 or 7. So like I got to do that once, and then like that, and that's it for the day. So it's like I just gotta persevere.
$50,000.
50,000. If it's 20,000, if it
I'd probably do it for like 1,500. I'm not even
Wow.
gonna lie.
1,500.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yo.
I don't eat as it is. I gotta try it.
Exactly. I'm like
Free food.
I don't eat.
They'll bring you
like
the
that
food
anyway.
Mm.
So I'd probably do it. Like when you said more than 1,000, I'm like I'd probably try it for 1,000.
If you don't finish it, like
you don't get the money. Yeah,
you just don't get the money, but
not at all.
To just try it.
But I love potatoes, so
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be a lose.
I don't think I'd come at the end of it hating potatoes forever, but like after that next month, I'm
They
probably
need a break.
But think about how often you
I eat
have
potatoes
with your meals.
It's once every 3 days. It's once every 3 days for me.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's
I eat
perfectly
French fries a
like.
lot. It's the most unhealthiest thing about me. Yeah.
Is that a lot?
That's
Once
a
every 3
lot.
days, I think so.
You think that? I know
don't think
people.
that's a lot.
I know
Once
people
every
eat
3
it
days
every
is
day.
It's a good
Yeah.
amount. It's a good amount.
Twice
Like,
a
but
day.
That's what I'm saying. But like that's for sure a lot. Once every 3 days is like a guarantee. Twice a week for sure. Sometimes 3. That's a good amount of
Yeah,
potatoes.
I mean,
what
but-
I'm saying is some people eat
Yeah.
them every day, twice a day. You think hash browns, and you could get fries, then you could have
Potato chips in the afternoon.
hmm
chips.
And that's still a lot. Again, it's probably like on a scale of 1 to 10 out of bad. It's probably like a 5 or a 6. It's not a 10, but I shouldn't be aiming for a 5 or 6 on the health scale. You feel me?
I feel like if you're only eating potatoes 2 out of the 7 days, you're fine.
But
Yeah,
if it's
that's not
French
that
fries all
much.
the time, like it's mostly French
Yeah,
fries. For me.
but
2 out of
Like hash
2
browns.
days out of 7 is not all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
It's not all the time. I just feel like a doctor would tell me I should probably lower that.
Yeah,
I
a
feel
doctor
like-
would say that, but they say a lot of things you should do less, but it's not actually a big problem.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor. I wouldn't know.
Well,
Not a doctor.
all right. So we got our answers
our
after
answers
that.
on here.
Overall, I think I won this
Potatoes.
one. Rice.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
I think I won.
Rice didn't win shit.
You're not gonna.
I'm not gonna hold you. You might have lost.
Yeah.
because you can't.
He
Rice
lost
is not
playing around.
unhealthy. Rice is
It's
not
not-
unhealthy.
It's not about healthiness. This is
No,
about
I'm saying,
It's
on the topic of going going unhealthy with the stuff you
Here's-
picked.
Yeah,
So
but
meat
you're
will
adding
fuck
a
you
lot
up.
of ingredients to your
Here's
rice.
the thing.
Yeah,
Here's what I would say. So like if I get like rice over like lamb, maybe. If I get like shrimp fried rice, like maybe. Like so many things.
But that's
like,
so many ingredients.
That's what I'm saying. Like that might be the line for that
away
too.
from it takes away from the rice.
Hold on, shrimp.
Yeah.
I think shrimp fried rice, like something like that, is fine because it is more rice than the other stuff.
But you're getting a lot. But you gotta get a lot. But you gotta get a lot of other stuff. I'm saying like I don't know if I don't even know
Are
if I can
onions-
get through rice.
So
That's an
onions,
ingredient.
right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't count towards the amount of stuff you could have. It's an ingredient.
No, it's an ingredient. But like you know what I'm saying? Like
If there's too much onions compared to the thing that you picked, then it would change the
It
ratio.
will
It depends on
always
the
be rice. Because
the
how
dish.
much rice are we counting each kernel of rice?
I'm saying like
Each
Oh,
grain
man.
of rice?
Oh
I'm
Like, think
man,
about this.
generally speaking,
The weight.
like if there's so much more shit, like that, I think it's fine. Like I think you're design, but like just like the bread thing, there can only be so much shit in the sandwich. There can only be so much shit in like your rice thing.
yeah.
Before it's like at this point, it's an amalgamation where the rice is just like 1/5 of it.
Oh,
As long
So
as
what
the
you're
rice
saying-
Yours is fine.
outweighs
Yours is fine.
the other
Your example's
stuff.
fine. All the examples you said are fine. It's just like I don't think you'd get to the edge, but I don't know if my point is like I don't know if I'd even want to try that for 2 weeks of just rice stuff.
I could have no problem. I can fucking put some soy sauce on the rice and just coast with it.
That's
Wow.
disgusting. I can't do that. Yeah, I can't even do that.
Just straight up white rice and soy sauce.
The Caucasian?
Wow.
As long as you cook it in the
Crazy.
rice cooker, it's way better in the rice cooker.
But
If you cook it on the
still.
stove, it's not as good.
What a weeb. He's got a rice cooker.
Yeah, I got a shit
What a
for a
weak-
steal too. That shit is fucking great.
He got it for us though, because he stole it. He literally stole it.
He's a thief. He's a thief. All right.
Yeah.
I think we did that one. I think we crushed it. Let's do the next one.
Crush.
Declared himself a winner for no reason.
Okay. Dead. Okay, what's worse to be around, a lightweight that gets drunk too quickly or a heavyweight that's always trying to drink more?
It says get drunks.
Who's doing this?
Look,
So you can't be
Look.
my fault. Can't be me. Can't be me,
that
man.
definitely was
Woof.
my fault.
Okay.
I apologize.
We all try.
I
You wanna-
apologize.
Go ahead,
You want to take
Samara.
this lead off? Go ahead. Go ahead, Batty.
I think, I don't know. I have a lot of friends that are lightweights, and I never want to play babysitter if I'm like also trying to have a good time.
Oh, okay.
But I think I have been guilty of being the person that's like forces people to drink more. Like, I don't like to drink by myself, so if I'm drinking something, I want you to also match me.
Nobody wants to drink alone. I'll say that. If anybody's out doing something, like nobody wants to be the only person taking shots.
Speak for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Wait a
I
minute.
think-
Wait.
do
I
just
would
fine alone.
say a lightweight that gets drunk too quickly, just because it's a fine line. Like, one drink and then I'm taking care of them and I'm not having a good time anymore, which I don't mind. I always
I don't mind not having.
Hold on, hold
I'm
on.
fine.
No,
I'm fine
I
not
would,
having fun.
no, I don't mind helping my friends. I would never
Right.
abandon them
But you
or
prefer
not help
not
them
to.
because I want to have a good time, but I want them to be able to hold their own and have a good time. I mean, look, there's been times I needed someone to take care of me,
We've
and
all
I didn't
been
know
there.
that was gonna happen.
They would have been bad friends
You
if they
you
didn't.
throwing up in my bathroom all morning.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That shit happens, man. We've
That's
all
what
been
you
there.
do. You be there for your
Yeah.
friends.
But I
I-
think it would be worse to be around a super lightweight.
I think the answer for me, it really depends on is it publicly or out in the like at the crib in private? Because if it's at the crib in private, the worst thing. Man. So in public, if I'm like at the club or like we're out with people, I think the lightweight might be more of a problem. Cause like, damn, I gotta help you throughout this whole thing. I gotta get you back home in one piece. And like once you're a problem, the whole mission has to be now like get you home. We gotta make sure this mission lands correctly.
Also,
If-
imagine.
You said that, don't you?
Also, real quick,
Huh?
imagine y'all go out at 10:30, and they're drunk by 11, and you're gonna
This is
be
the
out
rest of the
till
night.
3 a.m.
Yeah,
They're gonna be out till 3 a.m.
That's the whole rest of the night. I gotta watch over you to make sure
Right.
you don't pass out in between that time.
Yeah.
If they get that far gone, then it should be, I think, easier for you to just be like, okay, no more drinks for a little
That's it.
while. You know,
Yeah.
that'll get you back on track. No more drinks for right now. Then a few hours later, when they eventually calm down, here's 2 shots.
That's hoping they calm down. Listen,
No
I've
one-
seen
No one
I've
stops
seen-
me.
I've been out with a couple people that be drinking before. With most people I've been around, when they start drinking, they don't stop until they can't go anymore. It's like it's not logic that makes them stop. It's like their body makes them stop for the most part.
Wow.
So unless it's their wallet, which is probably better. So privately, I would say probably heavyweight because like I'm fine with dealing with somebody if I got to take care of somebody at the crib, like that's fine. But like having somebody that's willing to get blackout drunk and then they making me match them, like damn, bro, this was the 9th shot. I gotta keep going. I can't stand on both my legs, man. Chill out, man. I'm just trying to watch Power Rangers, bro. It's just,
I'm drunk enough. They're like, drink
Yeah.
more, bro.
Yeah, and I see them and they're good. Like they doing everything they physically can do, not wobbling. Here I am, fucking Tony Hawk grinding around. Nah,
You ready to sleep?
it's tough. But
I
like
think
that's haven't
too-
happened to me too much.
I think too. There's times I haven't been good, but I'm just like keep drinking because I can. tell
Yeah.
that the other person is not matching.
I'm never gonna
So
be the
then
person.
I'll get in trouble. Yeah.
I
then
never
get
want to be the
myself
person
in
to
trouble.
tap out first. I never want to be the person to tap out
Exactly.
first.
Never.
So like
we were at that bar for how long? An hour before I had to leave.
Mhm. I think it was long. It was for sure longer than an hour.
Sheesh.
But
I agree with most of what you said. Like a lightweight in public is way worse than a heavyweight behind closed doors. I would prefer a heavyweight out on the streets because
yeah.
You could take all the shots you want. When I'm done drinking for now, I'm stop. I'm gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna coast. But at the crib, yeah, heavyweight. You just two niggas staring at each other over some.
We just gonna keep doing this, bro. Like this is it.
Oh,
We
is that
just gonna keep
another
going.
bottle? Is that another bottle you're bringing out? Okay, yeah, go
Yeah,
crack it
bring
up.
another
I'm
Let's
bottle.
do it.
I'm having a great time, bro. Where'd that next drink come from? Hold up.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that for me? That's the one. That's the question. Is that for me?
That's crazy. You drinking some more? What you mean we drinking?
What
I don't know where I am.
do you think,
Uh,
Tavares?
Honestly, for me, and this is kind of going off topic. Not, it's not. It doesn't
Side note.
match with the question exactly. But I have a weird thing about drinking, and
Okay.
Eric, you know this. So while you guys are talking, I realized I'm not a lightweight. I skip being drunk and go straight to being sick,
Yes.
Dang, Tavares.
which is
Yeah.
it's basically the same thing as being a lightweight because that's
Because
what you have to deal with.
you're the lightest weight.
You're
You're a
just not
featherweight.
drunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the lightest weight you can be. One
Out
drink,
of
that's
experience, I can
enough.
say it's 100% the lightweight that's the worst one in any occasion.
Being
'Cause
forced to
it
take
bring,
care of somebody sucks.
yeah, it brings the whole thing to a halt.
Yeah. I can't have fun anymore because you can't have fun anymore.
Yep.
You stop being
Got
fun.
to be
So
a good
now,
friend.
yeah.
Let me go. Yep.
What do y'all feel like you are? Lightweight or heavyweight?
My gut feeling says I'm closer. I'm pretty in the middle, but I think I lean a little more towards the heavyweight if I play my cards right. I think my big problem is that I can get cocky and think I can drink a bunch of different stuff at once. I
Okay, I
think
can
I
see
think
that.
I think my hubris has came over me. Turned me into a lightweight and killed me. I think like if I'm smart enough, it's more of a heavyweight, but I might have lightweight tendencies that get me there.
Eric, I don't know
What?
why. I don't know. I don't know why you keep pushing the heavyweight thing for you.
I don't. I don't think like I didn't say. My gut feeling said middle. My gut feeling said middle. That's what I
Yeah,
started
yeah.
with.
You said middle, but leaning more towards the
'Cause, like,
heavyweight. I feel like you're in the middle, leaning more towards the heavyweight.
you've seen me have two bad experiences with drinking, and each of those times, I've mixed more drinks than I should have.
So
That
okay. Everybody knows the New York story.
yeah.
The first story, I
That's
went
my
to this
son calling me.
bar. I went to this bar, and I was like my friend's boyfriend was just like handing me drinks basically because I was late. Long story short, couldn't walk. Eric had to take me home, but then I was like, "Oh, Eric, well, you didn't get to drink. Do you want to drink? Whatever." We go to the gas station. This man gets a huge bottle of wine, buzz balls. What else?
I had
Did
to
we get
try
something
those.
else?
I'm pretty sure there was another one. I
And
just don't
yeah,
remember.
something else. Um, I had been drinking before, went home, still drinking. Eric had this much wine,
I wasn't. No. Oh wait. Can I
a
clarify?
buzz ball.
Can I
You
clarify?
left the wine at my house.
Can I clarify? Do you think I was drunk that night, or do you think I was sick?
I don't know, cause it was short lived.
Do you? Okay, yeah, because you went to sleep. Do you think I was drunk when I like? Do you think it was drunk, or do you think I got sick? Which one
That
do you
sounds
think
like
it was?
something that happened to me.
Yeah,
Honestly, where you just go straight to being sick.
it like I'll say I got drunk in New York. I don't think I really got drunk with you. I think I got sick because of what I was drinking.
I don't know if that was you drunk in New York. Kind of mean. You're kind of kind of
Yeah.
a mean drunk.
I wasn't. I wasn't. In the,
Mean
wait,
drunk?
yeah. You seen me drink before, Tavares?
Yeah, over what's his name's house?
Yeah, you're kind of
Alejandro's?
mean.
Yeah, I didn't want to put his name. Whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah,
Well,
it
he's
was
been on the
Alejandro's
podcast. He's
house.
been a friend of the podcast. He's been on the podcast before.
Uh, I think there was one really time where you got really drunk because
Was that
Alejandro is the guy who's forcing you to get more drinks or take more
yeah?
drinks.
Was that was
You want to go play Dead Space?
oh no, that wasn't the time Marquise was there. That wasn't like the Thanksgiving time.
No, because I don't remember that because I that's the time I got sick.
Oh, okay,
I was in the bathroom,
Dang.
right.
came back out. Y'all were playing Smash in this room.
That's what yeah. So like that's the time I remember I was drinking there too. But that's like I can't remember the other time. That feels longer. That's sounds like 2+ years ago.
I wouldn't say you
Had to
get
be.
really mean. Like you're not like completely disrespectful or anything like that. But you, you you're a little sniffy, bro.
Yeah, a little
You're a little
harsh.
sniffy.
A little
Absolutely.
harsh. I can't
Absolutely.
say anything because I was encouraging you to drink that trip. Anyways, I think I've been both. I feel like I was a heavyweight in college, and now I'm more of a lightweight.
I really appreciate how you undercut me and said, "No, Eric, you're the other thing." Really appreciate that.
Sorry. I just in
Undercut?
college.
Undercut.
In
You're
college.
you're doing a big sell. You really want us to believe you're heavyweight.
I'm not
Undercut?
saying I said middle.
Exactly.
I said middle. I said
Exactly.
middle.
We know what you
And she,
said, and then you had a
yeah.
whole explanation afterwards. I don't. We shouldn't open this can of
Contradictory,
worms
bro.
right
You
now.
know what? Come
Yes.
come back to come out with the club and see how many shots I drink before I get COVID.
I was
Come
actually
on,
just
straight
about to
up.
ask. This is, I
Yeah.
think, the best determining factor for how heavy or light you are as a drinker. How many shots can you take before you're like, okay, no more shots?
Before like no more at all.
What's the
Before,
time frame?
uh,
Because
well,
I've had like 4 drinks in an hour and I couldn't walk. So
I
You're
think
not
I
talking
I've
think
back to
had
back.
that.
I think an
I've had
hour
that.
might be good
I've had that at the
enough
club.
because you could go really hard in that hour and then you're just like, I'm done for the night.
yeah.
Or you could stretch that out, right? So if you were to take shots within an hour, how many can you take before you're like, okay, if
I've
I,
had.
if I
I've
drink
gotten.
more things will happen.
I took when I went to the club one of the times. I had 2 shots before we got out the car. 2 more shots at in the arrival when we got in the club. That's 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, had another 2 shots. I had 6 shots within an hour. I was good enough. I remember everything clearly. I was good enough to drive. I still think at that point.
Six
I
shots.
think it. Yeah, so 6 shots. 6 shots. I don't think I would have tapped out then. If somebody asked for another one, I would have been like, one more's fine. I would have said I think 6 is around there.
Mm.
Okay.
That's at the club and
Tavares.
that's me sweating though. So no, that shit out.
Oh, one drink and I'm out.
Wait, one drink, like give us a drink. What kind of drink?
Sprite.
So let's go back to the Thanksgiving story.
Wait.
Eric, I had a little bit of brandy. No, because this adds up to the thing. Or this,
Oh, okay.
this is an example. So I had a little bit of brandy in the bathroom. Had to go, just like that.
A little
Was
bit
it
of
a swig?
brandy
It
and you're
was just a
throwing
swig.
up.
Just a little swig.
Just a little
Because
shit.
Alright.
he had that little glass. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
It was
Mm-hmm.
a
And I was drinking
swig,
out of that. It was a little swig.
and you were throwing
There's
up.
yeah, there's something wrong. I don't think it's the alcohol. There's something wrong with me
Okay,
that or my stomach that doesn't let me process alcohol correctly.
I've always thought it was the enlarged heart.
you're a
A heart
negative
murmur? No,
weight.
I don't have a large heart. I have a heart murmur.
Yeah, but I thought that was it too.
All of his
Why? Yeah. Why are you putting
all of
his stuff
business like that.
on the
I didn't
Hi,
say
show?
my
it was
name
a
is
heart.
Tavares, and I have a heart murmur, and I live
I
in.
lied.
And my
I
social
You
security number
literally
is.
said I thought
I
it was
did
an
not.
enlarged heart.
It was. I said the enlarged heart, and it wasn't true. So like,
If anybody wants to know my
I did not think it
weaknesses,
was a lie. He gave the truth out. I said heart
You're
murmur because
both
it wasn't
doing
true.
it. You're both doing it, and that's the
I said
problem.
heart. I said enlarged heart because it wasn't true. I don't know what you want from me guys.
All right, go
He
ahead,
knew it wasn't
Samara.
true.
So for me, I'm trying to think of the good times. It wasn't necessarily shots. I think I had like 5 or 6 beers and 2 Jello shots. That was a good night.
You know, I think the only way we're going to really know, I'm going to tell you mine, but the only way we're ever going to really know is if we all sit in a room together, drink the same liquor, and just
See what
go
happens.
just go until you're like, okay, I'm going to throw
Yeah.
up or whatever.
Is it who's gonna throw up first in the barometer or who's left standing?
I feel okay. So I've been
this is
very
rigged.
drunk many
Yeah,
times.
you gonna kill
Like
this
I've
man.
pushed my limits, but I never get to a point where I'm gonna throw up. I never black out. I don't black out. So I know like if I go beyond this threshold, something new is gonna happen. Like I
Yeah.
know that. So I get really high. 8 shots I've learned is like fucking I could fall asleep. I don't have to, but I could if the opportunity presented itself.
Yeah.
And that was
I'm
8
trying to
shots on
think.
whiskey.
I'm trying to think because most of mine aren't like liquor based. I had like a whole bottle of wine, felt fine.
Yeah, I've done that before. A
Or
whole bottle of
like
wine. I was like, I'm drunk, but
chugging Trulies.
chugging Trulies. How many?
I had like 8,
Ooh, I gotta try that sometime. See what that's about.
literally. I feel like the mic's hard are a lot better tasting, but
Ooh.
the bad experiences, I think I probably had like half a bottle in New York, I think, of that
Is that the
red, white, and
vodka?
berry. I had at least half, and then I had a
Yeah.
drink that I spilled immediately at the bar, and then I had some
Oof.
of old girl's drink.
Mm-hmm. And the,
Yeah,
and the hoop. Yeah.
because
No,
real
that's
quick, real
Hookah's
quick,
that's
gross.
two completely different
unrelated.
It
things.
didn't look like hookah.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
completely different
That
thing.
was the
yeah,
joke. That was the joke. That was the
clarify.
joke. That was the
Oh,
joke.
we're outing
So,
your joke.
It wasn't funny.
Yes.
You're being outed. You know how it feels.
All right, is it
so,
funny now? Did you guys make? There we go. We got there, guys.
so
Congratulations, teamwork.
the technique that I found in New York is instead of mixing, basically I was drinking like vodka, cran, grape. Instead of mixing them, just 2 cups, and just
Wow.
Is that it?
that was my problem. I was just
Wow.
like
Yeah.
taking big sip
Yeah.
and then
Mm-hmm.
taking a sip of cran grape and then another big sip. Um, so I think I at least had half because the bottle was done when we were walking.
Mm. So
Great
you would
times.
consider yourself a light or middleweight?
I would say middle. I think the hookah is what messed it up. I feel like
Hookah.
I was. I want to say I'm a decent ish heavyweight, but I definitely was encouraging everybody to also drink with me.
It's
So
funny how you didn't give you that option. Heavyweight was not.
I know he was like, so none of that.
I mean, are we being honest? I think so. I
The
am.
only the only time
Heavy.
is like Halloween is the only time that really like wrecks me. Other than that, I haven't had any like bad experiences.
Okay. I'm probably a lightweight, to be honest with y'all.
Wait, you said 8 shots. That's a lot in an hour. That's a decent amount.
Is it a lot?
I feel like
We'll
that's
find
the.
out.
Yeah.
I
Oh, you
I
playing?
remember I
You
had
playing,
friends in
boy?
college. They were doing this thing. It was called the Fuck 12 Challenge, and it's so stupid. I hate it. Every time I talk about it, I get upset. Basically, this is it. The whole challenge is you take 13 shots. And when I heard that number, I always thought, well, clearly we must be designed to accept that many shots. You know, if they think it's easy to do, well, then I guess people can do that. Neither one of them made it to 13. They both got very sick. One was throwing up, the other was like an absolute mess of himself. Like he was a ghoul that we had to marionette down the hallway
What was the
after a
numbers?
certain point.
What was the numbers
I'm
of
trying to
shots?
remember. I think they had different numbers. Like I think the marionette was like 7 or 8, and the other dude maybe he took one more, maybe he did 9. But
We
it's
might
so
kill
funny.
Tavares if we try to do that.
I'm telling
Oh, he
you.
would
Like
definitely die.
I think most people. I think
Absolutely.
if you're a regular person, if you can get past like 6, 7 confidently, you got to be a heavyweight. To get past those confidently, probably a heavyweight.
We
Like
Well,
should
you
I
do
know
know
that.
that 8's my limit now, so like I'm gonna
Yeah.
test that out every chance I get.
we should
Do
do one of those
vodka, and
games.
we should. I would love to get drunk
The
with
next that
some
we
goofballs.
watch, we'll have to make it a drinking game. Drink every
Old.
time something
Old.
happens.
Every time
Drinking
there's a
Sprite
twist.
soda.
We're gonna give
Drink.
you apple juice.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
You don't
Oh,
have
okay,
to drink
pops.
anything.
I
Tavares.
appreciate it.
We're gonna
Wait,
give you apple
Tavares,
cider.
do you have history with like small drinks like wine coolers and
I got to sip on those. It's bad.
oh
I literally think it's
wow.
my stomach. It's not about getting
Yeah.
drunk. It's about me processing alcohol.
Well, Mike's
When it
harder.
comes to getting drunk, I'm not a complete lightweight.
Okay.
You're just not gonna get to that step.
I
That's a
just
good
can't
way
get
to
to
put
it.
it.
It's not for you.
We'll just get you some cran grape or something.
Give me some Mike's Hard. I'll sip on it.
That's good enough.
Good enough. You
What you
can
want
just
from me?
watch us act a fool.
We'll get you across the street one day, old man.
Fuck you.
What are the levels of insults? All right, guys. So recently, I've been wondering to myself, being me being the smart person I am, and I've never been called these words, but what's usually worse, being called dumb or stupid? Naturally thinking, I think most people would agree that being called stupid is somehow worse than being called dumb. But like, we all know they all mean the same thing generally, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so in my brain, it went to okay, so like, if somebody calls me stupid, I won't receive it as bad as somebody calling me dumb, even though it means the same thing. But could somebody else call me even more than that and get a worse reaction out of me? So this led me to an entire list of phrases that all these all mean the same thing, but do I actually interpret it and it makes me feel the same reaction upon hearing it? If somebody's in an argument with me and they disagree with me and they just say, "What are you blank?" Do what kind of reaction are they gonna get out of me? So at the first level of it, this is the very base of it, where it's not even an insult. I just register it and I laugh. Is insult will blank will make me laugh more than anything. Starting off first, nincompoop. All right,
That's
very
funny.
lighthearted. Just laugh. Nobody. If anybody calls me that, it's not serious.
That's a
Nothing with poop at the end of it are serious. Next to that, ignoramus.
nobody
You call me
uses.
that? That sounds more like a dinosaur to me. That's not even stupid anymore. Boneheaded. Now, honestly, you might be calling me old. Might be calling me a caveman. I can't. Is that really serious? Next to that, numbskull. Right? Okay. My skull is numb. I can't really do anything about that. Is that really my intelligence? Who knows? Dum dum. That's
Is
just a
this your
5-year-old.
personal list, or am
This
I?
is
Are
my
we
first.
just chime in?
I mean, like, do you guys want to? I was gonna ask you guys like chime in, like what are you guys' rank? I would say like after I give you like each level of list,
Hmm.
like you could just ask like, do you guys feel like this is a worthy list, and like do you guys feel like some of these words should be in other placements?
Okay,
Last of
continue.
this list is knucklehead. All those all mean the same thing as dumb and stupid, aren't nearly as threatening as dumb and stupid. If I'm ever in an argument with somebody and they say any of those things, the argument isn't taken to the next level because of those words.
Okay.
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 So
So
we're
what
all
do
on
you
the same
guys
page.
think? Do you guys agree with those? Do you think any of them should be taken out?
All of those are very like non-threatening levels.
A lot of
As
those I've never really heard.
Never heard. No one's ever called
Not
me a
in not
fucking
me.
dum dum.
Nobody's ever called you dum dum.
Not as far as I can remember. Numbskull, like
And yeah, I've never heard that.
My god brother when he was like 3, he definitely called me a punk and dum dum a lot. Now I did want to hit him, but like
I
maybe you
heard
should have.
knucklehead as like a
I
child.
didn't. Yes, but like again, those is not these aren't all like said. I want to say are like you will hear these thrown out, but like these all mean the same thing, and I've heard these before, and at least at some point in real life. But varying levels of actual insult
They
behind
have
it.
to be at the bottom of the list because
They got to be at the.
they're pretty useless. Like if you said that to somebody on the street, they would just go and like turn around and walk away. They're
But
immediately
you think
de-escalated. They
you
don't
think
want anything to do with it.
the only one maybe is like ignoramus, but like that one's
ignorance is
still
fucking
like
hilarious.
I think
What
I
do you
think that's what.
ignorant? If a nigga walks up to you and says, he calls you
Because
ignoramus, you're not
you
gonna take
bumped
him.
into him. You bumped him. Hey,
Yeah,
you get out of here, ignoramus. And was
I'm
like,
like, what are you? Come on now, you're gonna look at him sideways.
I'm gonna say
Okay,
sorry,
dude.
sorry, buddy. Next down on the list is the I know you're making fun of me, but it's not that serious list. This one at the top of this one is dumb. Calling somebody dumb is it's not that bad. So like because everybody can do something dumb. You can be dumb, and I don't think it's as like permanent as like I think you can generally recover from dumb. So I don't think it's like it's again same meaning as stupid, but there's less inflection behind it. You know what I mean? Just it's a one syllable word. Not nearly as bad. I think it's upon hearing. I think nobody's ever like fought. Maybe I don't use that, but like, I've never wanted to fight somebody because they called me simply dumb. Next to that, fool. Yeah, I guess foolish kind of stupid. Like being called a fool, same thing as dumb. I think it literally definition is almost exactly the same thing. Still not threatening. Hope you're okay. Dumbo. I this
I'm
is
just
the
thinking
same
about
I
it.
thing.
think Dumbo needs to be lowered.
Do you think Dumbo should be lower?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, it has dumb in it, and like dumb sounds more childish than Dumbo.
No, they
I think
sound
it's
the
the
same
same.
to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
definitely the same.
I respectfully disagree with you guys, but we'll
it's
all
three.
it's 3 against 1. I can't do anything about that.
No, you lose that
Dummy
one.
is dummy the same level as dumb and
Dummy's
Dumbo then?
childish. Dummy's
I
stupid
think
childish.
Dummy fits in this section,
Yeah.
but Dumbo's got
You,
to go.
but dummy being childish, like that's not it. So childish should be it's childish, but not childish enough for it to be lower.
I think when somebody calls me a dummy, I just think, yo, this is some elementary school shit.
Last in
When
this in
someone
this, go ahead.
if someone says dummy, I feel like it's exactly what the category is. Not that serious.
Yeah,
Not that serious.
it
Okay.
fits the category.
Last is clown.
All right, I gotta disagree on this one. That don't
You
belong. That you gotta move
you,
that up.
you think it should be higher up?
If a nigga calls me a clown, bro, we going nah.
Where you
It's
going?
is it
Where you
Going to
going?
the store.
I'm going to the store and I'm coming back.
No, I had this debate because I don't use clown as an insult. I feel like if you make me laugh or like you're just goofy, I'll be like, bro, you're a clown. But it's not in a the context is not negative, even though some people take it as negative and they don't like it because of the
I think
depth,
I think clown could
whatever.
definitely be used in a negative context. I think to me, I don't think anybody wants to be a clown. So if I'm in an argument and it's like, yo, like what are you doing, bro? You just being a clown, bro. Shut the fuck up. I think of that and it's like you called me a fool. You know what I mean? It's like all these words before it, it all seems like the same level. And on top of like just nobody even wants to be a clown. Like I can't think of anybody that achieved to be a clown. So why are you calling me this?
I've
And
never
I
been
that's my
think
little
insulted.
just
I feel like clown is a step up from a fool.
a step up, like a
Hmm.
strong step up.
Yeah,
I think
What's
it's
I feel
so
just
like it's literally one.
context for me.
what's so
Like
aggressive about clown?
nigga called you a fucking fool. It's like well, all right, what belongs in that category? Nigga call you a fucking clown. See, you don't see the difference there. You
No,
don't
If
feel
it's
we
that.
just
are
no, it's
going in,
incredibly subjective.
if we
That,
are, I feel like you're also looking at the perspective of like getting into an argument with the
That's
dude,
yeah,
whatever.
that's the whole thing, isn't it?
my whole thing is like
Mm,
levels of insults.
not.
When these are thrown out as like with the intent to hurt somebody, where does it land? Where does it rank in these landings? But like clown is insulting. If you can't say clown to everybody and it land the way you think it would. But I
Yeah.
think but generally speaking, that's why it's an insult because some people look at it as an insulting term.
I
Not a
don't
lot of
know.
people want to be a clown.
I've never used it as like an insult type. It's like on the same level as like calling a guy goofy. They look at it the same. Goofy and clown is the same, even though where I'm
Really?
coming from is never a negative.
I think
I
that
can
goes back to
I
the
would
context sensitive part.
I call you dumb before I call you a clown.
to insult.
Yeah.
What were you
But
saying,
would you
Dio?
still use clown as an insult?
I never that's the thing. I don't use clown as an insult. So I don't really I can't really like say that it should belong anywhere cuz it's not an insult to me.
Yeah. That word just wouldn't fit in the context of her conversations. It just doesn't fit. And the other ones she'll yell out dummy, dumb, fool, right?
Yeah, yeah, like you quit being a dummy, bro. Like what you out here acting like a fool for, bro? What the fuck is this shit?
You clown. I feel like if you yell that at somebody, they're just gonna look at you and go, like, what
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
Somebody
I
smacked
feel
lips
like
like
they would use
fucking dumb.
goofy more than clown. I've heard people say goofy in like arguments.
That's it. Oh, you're that. I didn't write that one. Is Goofy the same thing as dumb? Is Goofy the same? Does that mean the
Goofy's
same thing?
more funny.
Goofy.
I don't think Goofy.
Nah. So here's
I've
here.
heard it in arguments.
Yeah, yeah. Like quit being a goofy. Like you like
Nah.
niggas that-
Not in that
Nah.
way.
Nah.
I know
I've
what he's
definitely-
talking
being
about.
a goofy.
I know about
Nigga,
that.
what?
No,
That's-
no,
I've
'cause
never
I'm not
heard
alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
I know
No,
about
It's just
that.
like, bro, you're goofy. It's a lot of times when like arguing with men, they'll use like you're goofy, bro.
I've definitely heard the phrase "fucking goofy" and like that's the insult. Like that's it.
Yeah.
I've
I've
definitely
never
heard
heard
that.
All
You're
right.
not out in the streets like I am.
I'm
Next
not
on the
goofy.
list, next on the list of the tier is okay. Well, why you have to say that? This is the step up. Now I've heard this. Now I'm like, all right, now like I see where we're going here. This is what we're getting into. First on this list, stupid. If you call somebody stupid, like that, like we're getting somewhere here in this levels of argument. Like you've now stepped up and said, all right, I'm gonna actually make fun of you. I'm gonna insult you. Imbecile. I feel like it's right next to it. Not again, not common, but upon hearing it, if somebody was angry enough to say like, "This nigga's a fucking imbecile," I'm gonna stop and think like, "Wow, you really went out of your way to insult me like that. You really just stopped and said, I don't want to call you. I want to call you stupid, but I want to go a step further with something else. Idiot, idiot's bad. It's not the worst, but idiot's bad. I don't know if anybody can look past being called an idiot and it landing anything below this.
Yeah, you can't use idiot in like a funny context or anything like
Yeah,
that.
there's no funny way for it to be lower than this, so it's got to be in this one. Moron, same thing. Like somebody saying this is the most moronic thing I've ever heard. This nigga's a moron. Like, you can't help him.
Right.
Last on here, pea brain.
I think
I'm
we
not
all
cool with
disagree.
Too high up.
I think we all
I'm not.
disagree.
I'm not
Honestly,
go.
yeah.
P
I'm
brain's
not
got it.
go.
P
Hey,
brain is
listen.
small.
Listen. Go ahead. You gonna put it in the first category?
Who
I
says
understand. I
No,
who
people
says
don't
I've
that?
say
been
that. People don't
I've
say
been
that.
called. I'm not saying it's recently. I've years and years ago. Old people have said it to me, and I didn't like it. I'm. I don't. Nobody. It's purely off of the idea of just like I don't want you to call my brain small. Don't do this because we have a problem now. You've insulted the whole size of my whole brain. Nah,
I would
it.
laugh if someone called me a pea brain. I would laugh, bro.
I was a
That's
child. I was a child when I was hearing it. That's
Like,
like maybe
it's
I
like
think it's
giggling,
more
but
like
okay.
it's attached to a memory than anything. If somebody were to
maybe
get
that's it.
into a thing
I
with
think
you
it's a trigger for
now,
you.
yeah, like
Maybe.
if they said P
It,
brain, now they're swinging like oh snap, like you're just gonna start going off on them.
if you
That
call me a pea brain, I'm
they're not
looking
gonna see
back
that
at you,
coming.
and it's time to step up. But
It's time to
I'm willing.
step up.
I'm willing to move that lower down, but just off hearing it because the word brain is attached to it. It just sounds worse than just
I
saying dumb
think
dumb.
I think you're just
That's just me.
triggered. You're
I
just
think no, I
triggered
think
off
it's
the
a special
personal
word for
You
you,
experience.
know,
bro.
that's what this conversation's here for. So we're here to unpack some things.
Oh, we're gonna.
Next,
Oh boy, go ahead.
next on the list, second to last one is full on insulting my brain. Full on. These are real close to fighting words, or they're there. Dumbass. You gotta be ready to call somebody dumbass. You gotta be ready to back some shit up. Stupid ass. I think might be just as bad, if not worse, than dumbass. You went out of your because stupid ass is. I don't think is that a real dictionary word? Stupid ass.
Probably
Neither of these
not.
are. What are you?
Dumbass is really dumbass
I
is a
don't think
dictionary word.
dumbass is one either.
Are you sure about that? I'm almost positive it's a Webster word.
We should have done
Go
the
ahead and ask him.
research. We should have done the research.
Probably. The next dumbass, stupid ass. If you call me a fucking stupid, like I can't imagine me not getting up and be like, hold up now. You're gonna have to back up what you're saying now. Next to that, I think this is probably slightly below these, but too high up for it to be anything else. Is being called slow, because
Slow is yeah,
that's getting real close to just being pure disrespect.
really close. That is disrespect.
I mean, yeah.
Because I could understand some like saying somebody's a little slow.
Yeah,
In
think
my
about that.
head, I could think that they don't mean it as negatively as they would mean dumbass and stupid ass. I can see somebody saying it and thinking, I don't want to say something as mean as that. But I think just upon hearing it, to say that they just can't grasp things at the right pace, that they are slow, ooh, nah,
All
that's just
right.
a step up. So far at this point, you guys feel like the ones that you disagree with are P brain clown. Everything else you guys fully agree with. These are full on. This is we all feel the same about this then.
I can agree with most of these things. Yeah.
I can use Dumbo. I can move Dumbo down to what makes me
The
laugh more than
Dumbo's
anything.
got to go.
Dumbo's got to go, but clown's got to be moved up to bars.
Honestly, yes. That's me. You gotta
That's
move that
personal.
shit up.
Just like P brain for you.
Just like that's what we getting here. The last point of no return, R word. We gotta move this word out because this is a whole different thing. This
That's
is a
just
whole
you can't take that any other way.
yeah. You can't
Yeah.
for
That's
somebody.
like too far.
Yeah. There's never a need. There's never a need to try to insult somebody to make fun of me and a whole other group of people just so you can insult me. Nah, that's too far. Ain't no need for all that.
I think we all
Um,
generally agree that.
what are you guys' go-to to insult somebody's intelligence if you felt like you had to? Like, what do you think? Like, when you get in a little argument, you'd be like, "This guy's blank." Like, what is your go-to word?
It depends. If it's real heated, probably just go to dumbass as default.
Do you think you're actively trying to like? I don't want to say you're actually trying to make fun of somebody, but like you're just like you're getting to that point like this fucking dumbass. Like that's
Yeah,
what it
just
comes
fucking
out.
dumbass. Exactly. And a step below that is probably just idiot. And that's it, really. If I'm goofing around, bro, I call you nincompoop. Honestly, you fucking nincompoop.
You gonna
Because
call
not only
somebody
is it funny to call somebody, it's just funny to say.
You like poop. Yeah.
you like poop?
Nah, I like nincompoop. Like it's just.
You sure? You sure you don't like poop? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's less the poop part, more what comes before that.
The ninkum part is
Yeah.
what?
That's what's got you geeked.
I don't know why, it just is.
All
How
right.
old are you?
Ah, fuck you.
Okay.
All
The rest of
right.
you guys, what are you guys' go-to to hit somebody with?
Mine is just half the time. I don't know. I feel like I'm not. I'm never trying to insult people like that, but I do use dumb a lot.
It's really mean to try and insult somebody's intelligence, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I will
You,
say like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
right.
somebody can absolutely do some dumb shit and they should be
Yeah,
called out for it for the
that's the
action.
dumbest. Like you're dumb.
Yeah.
Just
Well, is your dumb not? Again, like it's just like you can move past that pretty quickly. Your friends call you dumb, like that's not a big deal. My friends call me stupid. Is that a big deal? Like if you just hear like your friends calling you stupid, is
Friends shouldn't be
that?
calling you stupid.
I don't know. My
I feel like my
yeah.
friends have called me dumb pretty a good amount of times. Tavares, you want to confirm that?
What does that say about you?
There it is. He's flipped it on me now. There you go.
Okay.
My
See?
issue with stupid is like it's been embedded in my brain that you just don't use stupid. Like my mom was not having it when we were growing up. Don't call your siblings stupid. Don't call anybody stupid.
Just like
So
P
I
brain. Yeah, I got you.
so I don't use stupid. I
Yeah, P
normally just
brain's
use
not on the
dumb. It's kind
list.
of like
Just like
I'm
clown.
just so nice.
Mm.
Right. Must be nice being a nice person.
Clown. I can't say clown because I don't use it as an insult. My context is completely different, so I can't have an opinion.
I'm not gonna hold you guys. I love asking if people are stupid. I don't want to ever say they are. I want to ask them personally. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? I just
What are
want.
you,
I'd love
stupid?
to know. Yeah, like I love asking them. Like, oh, so are you dumb? Is that what's going on here? Are you slow? I love asking them. I don't ever want to say like you are this, but I want to give them the chance to answer for me if they are that. That's very brings me a lot of joy just to ask them that question.
I say idiot for me. Idiot is one that I throw around pretty
Real quick, real snappy.
real quickly. But I'm also like I'm not trying to start things typically with people. So I wouldn't go beyond that because I don't want to cause there to be anything more. If I think you've done something dumb and I tried to help you and then you doubled down and then we're all proven that you're dumb, I'd be like, you know, so you're an idiot.
I
Like
say
so you're an idiot. Okay, you're an actual, you know.
you're an idiot.
And then I actually have other things that I call people in those conversations because then it can move, right? In the conversation, it could change from I'm kind of serious to back to joking and that like it could change within that conversation. It's no strangers that I'm just walking around like idiot.
No,
Like that's how you get beat up on the side of the road.
this whole thing was always in like the context of disagreements or arguments. You could have arguments with friends that you know aren't that bad, but I'll call my friends stupid in a heartbeat. Absolutely, because some I've heard a lot of stupid shit in my life from some of the
Yeah,
closest people, and
it's it can work.
sometimes people gotta hear that what they're on some stupid shit. Sometimes you
But
just gotta hear it.
also, yeah, I mean, if somebody's actually doing something stupid, like real world stupid, not like, oh, he didn't know his right from his left or something like that. Real world stupid, like I don't
Is that
know.
no, you're right? Is that not real word stupid?
No, no, that's small because that's a situational thing. It's like when the time comes, and that time comes and it goes. Because this person has known their right from their left, every other
Every
time.
other time.
Right. This is just the one time they made a mistake, and you go, why are you so stupid? Like you can really throw it out and it'll be fine. But if it's like, I don't know, I don't wear condoms because I hate condoms and I
That's
sleep
okay.
around, like, are you stupid? Like that's like the dumbest thing. Like you could pile on more words. If you really want to hurt them, you call them a pea brain, but
There you
that's
go.
only according to some people.
But
Or
Only
we can
according to
all
some people.
flashbacks.
have dumb moments. That's my whole thing. Like
Yeah.
dumb is like I told Eric, it's not as permanent because we all have moments.
Is stupid? Do stupid moments just sound worse? You think having a stupid moment just sounds worse
It
than a dumb moment?
it could just be my own like background with the
Nobody
word,
says
but I
nobody
feel
says
like
idiot moment.
if you say that I'm stupid, I feel like that's actually like a jab at my intelligence.
Yeah.
Whereas dumb, it's like we all have dumb moments. But it, again, be my
So it's
mom.
funny. It's funny you brought up moments because people say, "Oh, I just had a slow moment."
Yeah, I was gonna say like, does that? I think a slow moment doesn't sound as bad as having a dumb moment. Because a slow moment just means like it just didn't process
Right.
all the way. A dumb moment is like, brain didn't function right there. That's all.
Contextually, they are the same. However, if I
Yes.
call you slow, now
Fight.
you're
Yeah.
upset. Now we got to fight or whatever.
Now we gotta parlay this into a scrap real quick. But there we go. That's the levels of insult real quick. I just wanted to get you guys' thoughts on this. Every day I'm thinking of new ways to
Insult people.
insult the insult the people I love and care about. That's right.
All
So
right.
Die, clown.
shut
Say
the
die,
front door.
clown. What
See?
the hell?
I think-
That's so.
Oh
Oh my
my
God.
I said I
gosh.
clown. I didn't say
Relax.
die.
I
What the
heard you heard it
Pennywise?
too.
What
You
the
guys
hell?
heard it. You guys heard him say it.
Wait a minute.
Die, clown. A little spicy
Ouch.
there, Tavares.
I mean,
All
sorry.
right.
slurs.
If you couldn't do both, which would you prefer, going out to dinner on a first date or going to an activity?
Can I go first? I think I should go first.
Take it away.
Penny.
Activity. Activity. I think that has the potential to create a stronger memory. You can just have a stronger impression, especially if it's something that's not like I know like people like to try new things on dates, and that's nice. But if there's a bunch of disasters and malfunctions, then now it's a bad date just because of the difficulty of actually pulling it off. However, if we go to mini golf, I know how mini golf is going to go. I know the machines work. You know, there's more potential for the date to be really good. And food is food. I mean, you can eat anytime, anywhere. Like that's that's pretty. I don't know. It's a simple one. But you guys tell me. What do you think?
I feel like that's ideally what I would want on the first date is that the dinner is simple. Like the first date, I feel like I would want to be the simple thing, and then
Mm,
it builds on and on after that. I was on the fence about this. I think the first date is ideal because it's a lot more calming. Most of my first dates have been that, so that's probably why. But like, I'm trying to think if I do an activity, am I going? Hmm, when I think of like the first date dinner, it's more just me talking to the person, and maybe that's just what I would prefer to do on the first interaction instead of like the activity. That might just be my thinking.
Honestly, that's the whole purpose of the first date, is it not? Well, that's the but the dinner is
Yeah,
to talk.
yeah,
Days you can talk anywhere, so you point of the first date should be to have fun with each other.
yeah. I mean,
So I'll do
that's just
activity.
something that I guess I'm looking for personally.
Right, go out
Somebody
there
you
and
can have fun with.
see how they act instead of sitting down and just talking, which you can do whenever. And that's my simple answer. Just go on activity.
I'm definitely a dinner person. I feel like, yeah, you can talk anywhere, but I feel like, I don't know. I like to sit and talk. It's the same reason why I prefer bars over clubs because I like to talk to the people that I'm with. And I feel like dinner is always like nice and simple and you can like talk and have a good time just going to dinner.
it's a whole different vibe just talking to somebody in front of you like on a like dinner than it is just talking to somebody on the phone. Like you
You
could
right, I
do
ain't
all
talking to
that,
people.
I think it's
all that.
also different talking to
What?
them. I think it's different talking to them at a dinner and talking to them like at their place.
Well, for
Yeah, I'm
me, I
public.
wouldn't.
And
I'm not comparing like talking in any other environment. I'm comparing going to the arcade and you're still having your first date. It's not all about the
Hmm.
arcade. You're still having your first date. You're
Yeah.
still talking. Versus just simple dinner. Like if I had to choose, I would choose an activity over the dinner because dinners. I mean, it's everybody does dinners all the time. You know, I'd like to mix it up. We could
Try to stand
always,
out.
yeah,
so, but
like to
yeah,
see
but
that fun. You know, that like, oh yeah, I like to play games. I like to whatever.
yeah, because with the activity you get both, but with the dinner you only get one.
I'm not
Activity
gonna hold
you
you.
get the conversation
I'm not
and
gonna hold
activity.
you. I'm thinking now like,
We
mm,
get the conversation in the dinner. What do you
yeah.
mean?
Well, I'm thinking like
Bro, I'm not hungry. I'm not trying to eat that much.
I'm
You're
always
there.
hungry.
You're there for the conversation, not the actual food.
Some people is 50-50. Some people is more.
I'm trying to think like I feel like I'd rather do the first at dinner first because maybe I learned during the dinner that I don't actually want to go out to have fun with you. And I could have figured that out during the activity, but I would rather do the dinner, and then maybe have good food than go to the activity and learn. This is cool. This activity is cool. You're not that cool though. Like I'd rather figure that out during dinner, honestly. That like
What
if
if you
it went
don't?
wrong, I'd rather it go wrong during the dinner than it go wrong during the activity. That's
Well,
yeah.
but what if the dinner? I don't know, because I feel like that kind of blocks you off from like a solid person. If their dinner experience is, I'm trying to think of how their dinner experience would correlate with their activity
Here's what
experience.
here's what I'll say. So like in dinner, I've had a couple dates where I've learned these people were boring. I've learned that. And maybe
Okay.
they were boring at dinner, but if you're boring talking to me, what else am I gonna on the first experience? How am I gonna build off this? You know what I mean? I'm not like I just don't like I have too many. I have other choices. If I'm gonna just be talking to somebody that I think is already boring at this point, like I don't think I want to do that.
The thing
Maybe
about
you
dinner
may-
is
go
it's
ahead.
kind of stressful just sitting down in front of somebody and
I
talking.
have
Whereas
never
when
thought it
you're
was
up and
stressful.
active, it's kind of
A lot of
you're getting
pressure.
loose. You know what I'm saying? You're getting
I
A lot of
thought
pressure.
I've had the most stressful thing in my life was the first day where we went bowling. That was the most stressful thing in my life.
because you suck
Why?
at bowling, but that's different.
That's why. Well, that's why because I didn't show
Oh, well,
myself.
that's
Yeah.
again, these subjective questions are
I
amazing.
mean, I mean, it is
There
what
is
it
no
is.
right answer.
Yeah. Except he's gonna say his is.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
You're damn right.
I think I have social anxiety, so dinner is like more calming for me.
Okay, what if you went to mini golf, but it was just the two of y'all?
in the entire building.
Yeah. I mean,
I would
like the
still be
workers are still
nervous.
there,
I was
but
gonna say
they're
I'd be
not
worried.
playing. They're not playing. And the entire building sounds like ridiculous. It's not a.
That's
It's not
why I
the old
asked.
abandoned mini golf. It's the active one.
I built it. I built it just for this date.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it would still. I feel like it would still be like too much. Like, let me see how you are at dinner, and then we'll go from there. Because if I feel comfortable around you after the dinner, then I want to do all the activities. But I need to know that I feel comfortable around you
I
at a simple
guess.
dinner.
Okay.
I
I
don't know if I feel
understand.
comfortable losing in front of somebody immediately.
See, when I
I
play,
don't know if I want to do that.
when I do games and activities, I'm only trying to win.
I
That's
agree.
I,
That's
you know,
all
and I
I
think this is the thing. I think I've actually like figured it out. Like the difference is here. It's not like actually what you're doing. It's how you want to vet the person you're dating.
Yeah.
Like, and also how you want to present yourself. When I'm thinking about how I want to be presented, I want to seem like, you know, good meat.
the
You know,
meat.
we're doing something with skill. Yes, we're doing something with skill. We're doing something with some sort of
If it,
technical element or
I've already
physical
lost.
element. Then I'm showing I'm the meat. You know, roast beef on the stick or the
You're not
euro.
gonna
You
let
know,
the
the euro
girl
stick.
win.
Why would I let the girl
Never
Oh
do
yeah,
win?
I
that.
wouldn't let her win, but
Nah,
I
never,
disagree with
Why
never,
would
you.
I let her
never do
win?
that. Never do that. Never do that. Never let
That's
a
just
girl win.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
If she loses on her own, then I
Yeah.
know that she was willing to put in the effort and like try and stuff. Like there's other things to learn from defeating her just, because I'm good at it.
Defeating
I'm
her.
good at it. I'm good at it. I can't help that. And
This
she
is
should
really
be.
like an
Go ahead.
over-analysis of
Oh man,
content.
that's
Nah, but I
that's where I'm
disagree with
at.
them.
That's where I'm at.
Go ahead, continue.
I
That's where I'm
disagree
at.
with what they're saying. Like, I don't think it fucking matters if you win or
I don't
lose.
think it matters. I'm just saying,
It
like,
shouldn't
damn,
matter.
I gotta go on this date again, and I gotta lose at bowling another time.
I
I
feel
can't,
like if
I can't keep losing, bro. I gotta get
I,
some wins. I'm just hoping the other person sucks, honestly.
I feel like if a guy wins and I tell him like, bro, let me win, and they adamantly say no, like aggressively.
That's
I'm
not what
like,
you asked me. That's
Fuck
not what you
out of
asked me.
here.
you're
No.
thinking,
That's not what you asked me.
you're taking it, you're taking it too far, bro.
If my
Just go
date
play
asked
something else.
me,
That's fine.
please let me win, like pleading, like please let
I'm
me
I'm
begging
win.
begging,
you.
It's
I'm
like,
begging
okay,
you.
okay,
I'm screaming
I
for help.
will, I will. But other than that, I'm trying to show like, look, I'm good at shit. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
do.
while just defeating her every time.
Play, we're bowling and it's like, what's your score? 151. What's my score? 300. Great. Let's go to the next game. Let's
I
play
don't know.
pool.
Literally.
I don't know if it's a positive because like a lot of the girls have told me I showboat, but I don't win very often. But when I do, I let them know. So like I don't know if I want that on the first impression.
You gotta catch
Or you
the
just
see.
change that about yourself.
Well,
Just stop doing
that's
that.
too far. That's too far. Like
You-
if we play Mario Kart, you're gonna see next to you, and you're gonna just see me. You're just gonna see this. Like it's gonna have nothing to do with. No, you're gonna start seeing some shit.
If that's
It's
the
probably gonna
complaint,
annoy.
if
Yeah,
that's the complaint that you're getting, then
I got that over time. But
you
it's,
must be
it's
you
like
must be doing a lot. You got to
That's
be doing a
understandable.
lot.
Mario Kart
You're not
is-
picking up. You're not picking up what she's putting down. Like she's like, okay, you
well, I want her
won,
to.
and you're
Well, I
like,
want her to get good.
uh, uh.
I want her to get good, and
Mario
like
Kart's crap,
you
though.
know, it is. That's true.
She's not gonna get good unless you teach her. All right, I think we cracked open a lot of eggs on that one.
So much.
Here we go, the main event.
Go ahead, champ. Go ahead.
At what point are you a furry? Let me go ahead and give you a couple examples.
He
So-
stood up in his chair.
You gotta get in a better
He
position.
said-
He said,
he
"You know
said-
what? Let me readjust
I
before
gotta
we get
use
into
my
this."
hands. You know, I gotta. So you got the cat ears, or like the animal ears, and that's it. Here, they're just basically human, right?
Okay,
Then you
just the ears. Okay,
then you add on a tail, but still just human ears and tail.
okay.
Then a little fur.
What's a little fur? Like where?
So I've seen some examples where it's like their hands and their feet are like paws, basically.
I've seen some examples. He said.
That's not even fur though. That's like
Not
a
in,
whole new
sexual
limb.
but in like anime and shit.
That's where this shit exists, right? That's where it's born.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Lola Bunny conversation later on, but first let's
It's not related.
let's get the depictions.
This is not related.
Isn't it though? Isn't it
They're
really?
definitely
And
related.
then a step up from the
Pause.
paws or whatever are their whole their face starts changing to like something of a dog or something like that. Or yeah, they grow hair all over the place and they're just starting to just become more animal like.
Mhm.
Can I ask you a question?
Except for up from that, it's just a fucking animal.
So like, I can't give an answer yet, but like, hypothetically, where do you think a mermaid would rank in all these?
Like so probably it would be to
To having fur?
having fur. Like the paws, stuff like that, yeah.
So if I think people are attracted to mermaids or the idea of a mermaid,
Yes.
I
Yep.
I think I might call them. I don't know if I'd call them a
Well, they
furry
wouldn't
because
be
it's
a
like
furry,
a human.
no, 'cause they're
Yeah,
not-
I don't.
they don't have no
That's
fur.
that's what I'm saying. Well, yes, but like I think the same thing I think would apply to like the fur example. Like if it was like a half man half werewolf thing, where like they're like in the transformation, but they had the fur. If it's the same way I think like a mermaid is, I don't know if that's the line. So maybe you're safe.
Safe from what? I didn't even give you my.
Oh no,
fucking-
well, I'm sorry. No, go ahead. Whoa, hey, don't, hey, don't.
He said maybe you're safe.
I said
Number one,
maybe.
I draw
It's
the
a
line
little
at the
bit of a
tail,
threat.
first of all.
Woo, woo. No, here's your chance to say, hey, woo. I didn't say anything.
Nah,
That's
you were
true.
coming out. You said, "Hey, you're safe." Oh, whoa.
No,
Got a big furry over here.
Well,
What an asshole.
it could always go further. Just
No.
because you stop now doesn't mean you'll stop forever.
And
I
that's not
didn't-
even getting into the transformation. First of all, like the ones that transform from
Listen,
human
man.
into.
Hey, listen, man. It's your world. This is your floor to explain. What do you think? What do you
Stop
think
doing.
I'm asking you. Where do you think the point is, or where do you think it stops and starts?
Where should it be?
I think you're not a furry if it stops at the tail,
So if you have, like,
cat ears and tail, or like animal ears and tail. That's it.
so if people are attracted to like characters that have those features, like what's it called, like the shield hero, is that what's the side character?
They're more human than animal at that point. Way more.
Because they
only
don't have the
They
fur.
only have two features of an animal
Because they don't have fur. Is that why?
because they don't have fur. It's just the tail and the ears. That's it. The rest is just all human.
So if let's say somebody online says I'm only attracted to these type of like people / characters because they're not really people. You're saying that category that you wouldn't think of that person as a furry.
No. Would you?
I might.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is I
I
might.
might. If that's something that
The
they
tail has fur. The tail has fur, right?
absolutely,
Tail
you
does
don't
have
want
fur,
the
yeah.
skin fur,
So do the
or
ears.
you know,
I
if
think I guess
if they're like a what do you call it, lizard person,
Yeah.
then it's like lizard
Jeff
tail.
Bezos.
Ugh. Or like a
Yeah.
bat, bat
Yeah.
tail.
If it has the ears, like those have fur, so there is fur already there.
There should be fur on the ears and tail.
then you got ears, tail, and then basically the hands or whatever start changing. The feet start changing.
If the
Ooh,
hands
man.
and feet are
That's
different,
disgusting.
that's definitely
I ain't
too
gonna
far.
hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. That's too far gone. That's actually kind of gross.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
what I'm saying.
think
That's why I draw my line right before that.
I think
So
you're a
is-
furry anyway. But after
Yeah.
that, definitely locked in. Like final answer, furry,
I mean,
and that's
judgy
okay.
Andy's over here.
Judgy
you
Andy,
know,
it's okay.
I think I think us thinking you're a furry. I don't know if that's judging them for being one. It's us thinking, okay, you're at the line of where you're a furry.
But you're not like the real furries. You're like you're a
Hybrid?
Knockoff furry.
you're a toe in the water type. You're a toe in the water type. The real ones,
Oh, geez.
they wear the costumes. They meet up with other ones in
And
costumes.
they fucking those costumes.
They introduced vor into our lives. The real ones are the problem. The real ones.
The problem.
We're getting the
I wasn't over
solution.
here giving my opinion
We're
on the
figuring
furry
it
culture. I
out.
was just saying where's your line at.
We're gonna solve this problem once and for all.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, you know when the tail, like you guys have seen shark people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, anthro sharks.
Shark Boy Lava Girl.
Oh fuck.
Taylor Lautner. Yes, I've seen the movie. I'm familiar.
If that was it, a little bit of shark teeth, maybe a dorsal fin, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's Tavares' level. That's nothing.
That's my level, yeah.
That's
Basically
nothing.
two features, basically. Or
But-
Shark teeth is not too far for you.
Oh,
I ain't gonna hold you. That might be like it might
it's not a good look. I'm not saying I
Yeah.
choose it.
do they have the
I'm just saying
multiple
that's
rows,
where
or
you
is
could
this
cut the
one row
line.
of- Is this one row of sharp
Not
teeth,
the
or is it just like multiple
multiple
rows, like the
Ew,
shark?
that'd be horrible. They'd
Yeah,
be like
exactly.
leaking
So then
out.
you got to be careful with that.
I'm even saying if it's just the one row of like shark teeth.
They look like shark
That-
teeth.
That's I'm telling you, man, that's kind of freaky to me. I can't.
Isn't there a VTuber that's like a shark girl?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
Yeah,
Right.
shark
A whole,
girls.
no, there's multiples. Excuse me. My bad.
Oh wow.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
There's only so many animals they could choose from.
I was gonna say,
of
no,
course.
No, you seem well.
No,
you seem well
like
knowledge.
cat, dog. What's next? Cat, dog. You know, shark. You know, wolf. Snake.
Yeah,
Tavares-
but not
Lamia.
kind of snake.
Lamia. What do you guys think? of Lamia. It's like a half
That's-
snake,
no,
half.
That's
No,
Half snake, half lamb.
no person.
That's a
Half
land
snake, half
mermaid.
person.
It's like
Oh,
a
White
centaur,
Mamba.
but it's a snake person. Yeah,
White
like
Mamba.
White Mamba.
So Space Jam. So
Well-
okay. So first, fuck that movie. Secondly, that's just mermaid. That's just mermaid.
That's just a land mermaid.
So that's fine.
It's fine. I would say no.
No.
Fine. I don't know. I don't know.
And
If
is
I
mermaid
don't know.
fine?
I think kind of no because I can't. The
can't-
idea, yes, like the idea of the mermaid is that like if you're attracted to it, you want to have sex with it. If you have sex with a mermaid, you're putting that part's going in the animal part, right?
Basically.
I mean,
Yeah.
And if they even have that.
Like that, but like that's too far gone. Like I couldn't imagine it. I just couldn't.
Okay.
I couldn't do it.
Samara, you
Clean
haven't
body.
given any feelings on Tavares's search history or on, on the.
Funny enough, let me go ahead and clear the air here. I do
Clear up.
not look that up at all. I'm just saying because there's this
Just
thing.
curious.
You don't have to clear the air.
No, I do. I
Okay.
ain't gonna spit on my name.
You're just a little curious, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You can look
This
at
is just a
anything you
question
want to
because I
look
was
at.
looking at this subreddit. People were like, oh, somebody asked this question
The subreddit, right? Which one?
for Final Fantasy.
Oh
Right,
yeah,
right, right.
that's
Yeah,
where
of
we all understand.
Definitely. That's
Because
definitely
they
where
have cat people in that game.
Yeah,
you were. right.
I've seen it before.
And you would, and with the cat people, you would.
And in that game, probably not. If there was a
Not in that
thick
game.
ass-
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
if there was
Your
a
sister's-
woman who had some ears and she was like, bad.
Right. The wife out of
Like you said,
town.
yeah.
Her stepsister in the kitchen. Her stepsister in the kitchen boiling milk. The stove's on, and it's 5 p.m.
It
Would
won't
you?
be a deal breaker. I'll tell you that.
So Sarah J with cat ears and a cat tail, and
Did she
you're in.
improve her face?
Did she improve her face? That's
Did
she
the ears
didn't need to
improve her
improve.
face?
She didn't need to improve it before. So why are you asking now?
Yeah.
It was a trick question. You got me.
All right, he's in. He's in. We got
He's
it.
in.
He's in. Yeah, Samara. What's tell? Be honest. Just say it from the heart.
I don't think I have a opinion. All I can think about is those Metamorphosis books.
Animorphs.
Animorphs?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's all that was going on in my head the entire time y'all were
What?
talking.
She
That's a
couldn't.
good point.
She couldn't combine the
No,
two. She could
no,
only think
that's
of
a
the
good-
transition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all I could think of. All I could think of. I
No.
have it pictured in my head specifically because it starts out as a person and then
Yep. Turn to
That
a
makes
rat.
sense. So Tavares, if they're in the middle part of that transformation, is that a no?
Where in the?
So
where
yeah, that's no. The
transformation
funny thing is, I
now?
asked Samara this yesterday.
About the Animorphs? Of
Oh
course you
yeah.
did.
No, yeah,
No, he
I asked her
asked-
specifically about what's it called, the werewolf from Twilight.
Yeah.
Those are
Starts
just
off as
big
a
wolves.
guy.
Those are just
Right.
big wolves. That's
Right,
bestiality.
yeah, that's what I said. They start off as a guy, and I was like, all right, well, you guys are mid-sex. He turns into a wolf. He doesn't hurt you.
He dared
It's
to
impossible.
he, does,
That's
he turns into the
impossible.
wolf. He doesn't.
That's impossible.
It just in. Of course, it's impossible. But just as an example, as a,
Okay.
And he was still inside you. What would you do? And
He's
she
still
was-
with it. What?
I think.
Would you
I
like
think
to give
that's.
your answer?
I think that's breaching consent. I think that's breaching consent.
I said if it was mid sex and he wasn't gonna hurt me, then I would just finish.
Just fucking a dog at this point.
That's fucked up. Why would you put her in that scenario and then
That's
judge her
true.
so harshly?
That's
I
crazy.
gave her. First, I told her we were going to talk
You
about this
made
later
her
anyway.
answer that question, and then you said, "Ugh,
No,
disgusting."
because I already knew the answer, and I told her this yesterday.
Oh, that's so
I'm
rough.
not gonna lie. This is one of the craziest questions you ever asked. You literally asked her. So you're having sex with a man, and then he stops being a man right there.
I gave her so many
That's
options.
insane.
She was being considerate to her partner, and you just threw her under the bus.
No, because at that point, it's literally the last end of the furry shit. It's literally
Well, I
just
don't
an
want it to
animal.
be a waste of my
No,
time.
Tavares, no, Tavares,
This is
no,
my
no, no,
fault.
no, Tavares, let me ask you. What would you do?
What would you do?
Oh, I'm out of there. Because it's just bestiality at that point.
What if the sex was really good
No,
and continued to be?
I could
really
be,
good?
I could be like, just on the edge. I wouldn't know.
Also, that's interesting that spawns this question because that situation is so.
That's so Twilight specific.
That's a whole new thing. Like people turning into animals is a whole new thing. That is. I will say.
The whole new world.
I will say. It is on the further end of the spectrum, but it is a new thing.
What crossed your mind, Tavares, for you to get here?
I told you what. It's just that subreddit.
It's
No,
Search
you got to her and you said you brought up the Twilight thing, transform mid-sex. Like, what were you?
Aren't
That's
there
what you think
some
about?
werewolves that still kind of look like people?
Yeah.
I thought that
But
was
he-
Twilight.
No, Twilight they turned into big wolves,
Yeah, usually
Okay.
they look like the ones from Harry Potter. if anything.
man wolves.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Harry Potter, so.
We got to get you right. All right. So do we all answer it? Do we all agree
Yeah.
that
I don't think you and
Tavares might be a furry?
At what point? I'll just real quick. I think-
Tavares might be a
Real-
furry.
It's okay.
Real-
It's okay. It's the same place.
Real quick. I think the line is once you start having like generally the fur and then like there's like body parts that are tangibly animal like. That's probably it. That's
When
probably
the
it.
animal
I
is
said,
more than the
No,
human.
it's like the tail because like I'm thinking of like real life where like toys or tails. It's like I guess I could look past it. But if you're saying like fur, like if you're saying the tail has fur and then it's like real life body part attached to you, I don't see how that's not. I
So
don't
you're
see how
saying no, not
that
even
might not-
ears. You're just saying
Well, because like if there's real body parts, right? Like hypothetically, if
those are her
like,
ears. Yes.
those are her
She
real
was
like
born with.
there's fur there, right?
Right.
And if I'm into that, I feel like that would just be by definition a furry.
Has anyone
not
seen
heavy.
Sweet Tooth? Not that we're talking about.
No.
No, I haven't.
Sweet Tooth's got the animal kids in it.
Have you watched Beastars? I sure so haven't.
I have not, and I won't be.
I saw the first episode and I said I'm good.
All right. Well, Sweet Tooth is off the table then.
Just like furries are off the table, I guess.
Period.
Ooh. Okay. The question is whatever. Nick Cannon. Have I gotten someone pregnant this week? No? Let's change that.
Woo!
Is it wrong to have multiple baby mothers you fully intend to support? That's just polygamy, but without the relationship, right? Right?
Right?
Right? Yeah.
That, yeah,
No,
that's just
no.
it.
Is it? Because they're not in a relationship.
Yeah, so it's not.
No.
That's it. But he intends to find different people who will have a relationship with because he's gonna form something with them because they're gonna have a kid and he intends to still be in their lives.
What if it's
But
just
it's
like a
not.
business deal?
He's signing 360 deals with all these women.
It could just be financial
Then that
support.
would be polygamy. That would be straight up polygamy.
But it's like he's signing what with the contracts.
Honestly, yeah.
If it's
'Cause-
a,
So is he's letting? If
Go
I'm
ahead,
reading
go
this,
ahead.
is he letting them know beforehand? Like, hey, you're not gonna be the only one.
fully,
He has to. He has
Don't
to.
celebrities like don't they make some of the people they have sex with sign like non-disclosure agreements and stuff?
Yeah, but how could you do that if you have a kid?
I don't know. I'm just saying something like that. I'm not saying non-disclosure, but
Are
It's
you
gotta
saying
be.
it's a
It's gotta
contract
be
like
some
that?
sort of contract. It's
Yeah.
got to be.
Oh, like
people
with
do it
like
all the time.
so it's
I'll
like
pay for the kid. You just gotta have it.
so it's like child support, but like without like the outside like an outside governing body.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that all the time. Arbitration.
I mean, yeah. That's what I fully believe he's doing, and it's insane.
I think it's all right.
And because I think regular people do it all the time. It's
They
just
don't
much
do it.
much more stressful because they're not rich.
They don't do it all the time. They do it by accident a lot.
Probably,
He's doing it on
probably.
purpose. It's different.
I think he's doing it on purpose now. I really
You think it was
wonder.
accident before?
I wonder if like I feel like the third kid might have still been might have been an accident. I like not on purpose, but like I don't know if he was fully thinking like I'm gonna have multiple kids.
The kids
with
that are born
multiple-
close to each other, I agree with you. It's like
yeah. So like I wonder if like did he have twins first?
I think the twins are last.
The twins are last. Okay, so like I fully believe I could fully see how after like the third kid he might have been like you know what. Why not? Why not just have more? I don't know if he went into. I don't know if he went into this program thinking this is gonna be it. Like it's like 12 years ago. I don't believe this is what he was thinking.
I think by the time he got to Powerful Queen, that's when it was like solidified in his mind. Like, you know what? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I think it's either oh boy, Zion, Mixolydian,
Oh, what the
or
kid-
Zillion Air. I
what
think
kids
those
are
So
those
let's
two.
annoying
go.
names?
Yeah. All right. So
No,
you want to read off the names of his kids?
Let's do
Real
it.
quick.
We all have our opinion about this new black polygamy. Which of his kids have the most annoying name? I would never have asked this question. These are children, okay? These are little babies.
No. Let me rephrase.
They
it
can't
for you.
help their names.
go
Let
ahead.
me rephrase it for you. Which of these kids has the most the strangest name?
Let me rephrase that one more time.
Go ahead.
Why did Nick Cannon? Which of these puzzling names did Nick Cannon give that leaves you more puzzled?
Let me rephrase this again. These kids fucked.
They're not. They're rich. They're rich with a zillionaire.
If you went to school and you saw a kid named Golden, what did you think?
I wouldn't.
To
I
a
wouldn't.
public school?
Public school.
Nothing. I wouldn't think
Nothing.
nothing of it.
Okay.
These
Now-
these kids aren't going to public school. They're going to a private school.
Kid named Powerful Queen.
To a private school, it might be normal. To the private school,
I think in private
would be
school,
normal.
weird
I don't think
names.
it's normal anywhere, Eric.
Weird names might be normal in private school.
that's what I'm thinking. These kids are these names are weird to us, but by the time they're in school, some of them are in school now. By the time they're in school, they're gonna be with fucking Naruto and Sasuke's anyway. Like they'll be the
Khaleesi's and
they'll be the fucking regular ones. They're fucking there might be a fucking Ulysses come back. Like they'll be the regular ones.
I
But
sure
anyway,
hope there isn't.
which of these is the most annoying name? We're gonna go through the names each one.
Okay, Monroe Cannon.
Right,
That's
right.
normal.
Solid. That's it's gotta be.
That's
it's
she
gotta
didn't
be.
even have a middle name, just first and last, ready to send her to college. Moroccan Scott, on the other hand,
That's just the people.
I think Moroccan is okay.
I think it's okay too. I don't like it in conjunction with Monroe though.
You know
I
what?
just don't
Morocco's
like
not that bad. You know what? I don't think it's that bad. You know what? It's a little odd. But
It's
like,
different. But you can accept it.
yeah, that's a solid name. I think it's a C plus.
I can never get used to Moroccan. Calling somebody Moroccan.
Just think
Golden
all the people
Sagan.
that are like China.
I'm not gonna lie. When
Yeah.
I hear Moroccan, like it's Moroccan, but like for the entire time I've been saying it, I've been thinking of Morocco's. I've been thinking of the goddamn. I've been thinking of those the entire time. I'm not gonna
For,
hold you.
I think that would
thinking
be a
of
bad
what?
name. Morocco's.
Maracas. Maracas.
Maracas.
Yeah.
You said Morocco's, bro.
I forgot what it was.
I mean,
I'm
we
not
all
gonna hold
knew
you.
what he was talking about.
So I thought of it, and I thought like, is it A or O's? And then I realized Nick Cannon infiltrated my brain and fucked up my thinking.
His fault.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. Nick, you owe me.
What do we think about Golden Sagan?
I didn't even
It's
read. I
gold.
didn't even read
I
the
think
middle
Golden
name.
is
Jesus.
fine.
Yeah, it's gold. Yeah, Golden's not the weird one. It's the Sagan, but that's the middle name, and I think middle names are usually more weird anyway.
What does Sagan
So
mean?
that is it. What does Scott mean? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, like, a normal American name, if by any chance.
I was gonna say,
I'm
yeah.
thinking,
Is it?
where did he get that from? Or where did
That
they
name
get
is
that from?
that it is out there though. I promise you that.
It might be differently. It might just come from a different language. But
And
that
then we
Golden,
that's
have-
Yeah, it's fine.
is that a normal name? Can we say that?
I think in this time it's fine.
Yeah, I
Golden
think
is
it's
a normal rich person name, if anything.
I think Golden's a normal name. I feel like I
think
feel like I
it's a
could.
normal saying.
Normal.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like it goes in the category with like the diamonds, princess,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
the
like a
queen,
Mercedes. Like
Mercedes. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
is Mercedes a
vibe.
weird name to Tavares?
I wouldn't take. I would take Mercedes out of that bunch, honestly.
You really?
Yeah.
Why?
Everything else is like kind of similar. But Mercedes doesn't go into that.
Why?
How?
It's a car.
It's a car.
Mercedes definitely goes into it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's weird. So it's weirder
So you would match Mercedes up with Queen? I don't.
with Diamond.
No,
no,
we
I
are
don't-
we
I
are
don't-
matching. We are matching those
It's
together.
expensive
Yes,
things.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure like you're saying the line of like weird names. It doesn't start with Mercedes, or you're saying it doesn't start with Diamond and those names. Like which one are you saying?
I wouldn't say any of those are weird. Like those ones you put there are weird, because those are normal. There's people with, you know,
Yes, but you were coming out the box saying Nick was a little odd for naming Golden, and we were just thinking like Mercedes, that's normal. Like all that's normal.
So you
Those
put
usually those first three can fit. I can see in a public school.
yeah.
Golden
That's
sounds
what
like
I'm
you're
saying.
trying too hard.
I mean, they all are. They like that naming
Golden-
convention.
No, we
No,
haven't gotten there
because
yet. No, we haven't gotten there yet.
Moroccan is like, all right, whatever. But it's still weird. But it's like, okay.
I think.
But
Golden is
then
fine.
Golden is like, all right, they really wanted to name this child something.
You
big.
think
Special.
you think Golden is too far? You think
Not too far. It's just they're trying too hard. They were trying too hard.
It's a
more than Mercedes?
Yes.
it's the same.
No
It's the same.
disrespect if you're a listener. Your name's Mercedes, by the way.
It's in the same
Exactly.
category.
I
That's
don't-
my
Mercedes
point.
not a-
Yeah,
that's
I
what I'm
like
saying.
what you said, Samir, about expensive things. Like, yeah, like if
That's really it.
it's expensive things or
Can I name my kid Jeep?
shit, you can.
Honestly,
You can. It'll just be his name. It doesn't have to mean the car. People are gonna say that though. You want to deal with that?
And where's Jeep at?
Camry, yep. Lexus. They exist.
Alexis is the cop out. Next on here we have next name is Powerful Queen.
The first name
This
is
is the one I
powerful.
have an issue with.
Yeah,
I
I don't
have
like
an issue with
first and
This one-
last. First name powerful.
Tacky.
First name powerful.
So you wouldn't get the full picture if it was just powerful.
Yeah,
It's tacky, bro.
Powerful Cannon. That's her name on That's what she puts on her school
God, I didn't
papers.
even put that together.
that's not a name. That's a Dragon Ball Z attack.
That's a fucking ultimate.
she's gonna be writing down Powerful Cannon on some of her like signatures. Unless
Yeah.
it's Powerful Queen Cannon.
It's
Unless
just
that's
it's
it.
really tacky, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
like it.
That's a fucking anime move. You're right.
It's not
Powerful
good.
Queen Cannon is something that somebody in
Do
JoJo
you
would say.
you know what the rest of these names are? Do you think it's Powerful Queen is more tacky than the names we're about to say?
This is like my top two.
Top two, and then the next one,
It's in the top
Zion,
two.
Zion Mixolydian, guys.
This one and the next two are just the most.
Mixolydian is the most comedic name I think I've ever heard, especially for Nick Cannon. To name
I think I know what my
I
worst
think
one is.
Zion-
Zion, he was
cute.
all right with Zion. And then once he,
Zion's cute, and then he just
Zion's a
threw-
cute
he-
name.
and he threw it all away, and he threw and he threw everything all away with Mixolydian.
But most people's middle names are a little more complex.
What's everybody in here's middle name, real quick?
Malik.
Okay.
Simple.
Marcus.
Simple.
Rayshawn, Mixolydian.
Exactly. See, no, doesn't fit.
See,
One of these things is not like the other.
just like Golden, it's a little too try hard. It's I'm really interested to see if when they grow up and like if they're gonna go by their whole full names.
I mean, anything can happen. A lot of these
Yeah.
kids could just, go by initials. They could.
Yeah.
Some of them might just go by their middle name. Fuck
Some
the
of them
first
can go.
name.
Some of them can like if they grow into it, they're their own person. They could get a different name too. I'm just interested to see if Mixolydian is what we will know. Zion, is it a girl or a boy?
He's gonna go to God mix.
Is it a girl or a boy?
I don't
Do we
know actually.
Because like Zion could go either way, right?
Yeah.
Could Mixolydian go either way?
I think it matters.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it could.
It's not a fucking name.
It's not a name.
What
Clearly
is
it is.
Mixolydian?
It's the name. What do you
The
mean?
No, I'm
music.
saying-
it's something music related.
Because all I hear is Nickelodeon,
Yeah,
and
it's
I think
something-
you son of a bitch.
That's not what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's something music related.
Okay.
Next up,
Zillion Air.
Zillion
This
Air.
is the second one in my top.
This is my worst one. I think
For the
it's my
people
number,
hearing
my
this
number one.
audibly, the first name is Zillion, and then the middle name is Air.
So you see how it goes
H-E-I-R.
from golden and it's like a zillion air. I'm like, all right.
I think Zillion Air and Powerful Queen are like the same thing, but Zillion Air is just worse.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's what I think.
I love judging these kids.
It's not
These
just Nick
infants.
Cannon, it's judging what I believe to be Nick Cannon's desire to name these kids this. But I really wish he just named the first name Zillionaire and then Air wasn't the middle name. I just wish this.
You
I
had
just-
a theory that
What?
he wasn't naming these kids.
No, I had a theory that I think he is. I think he has like a good shareholding of power over naming most of these kids. I fully believe.
I would say he didn't name two of them.
Mixolydian?
And he didn't name
Only
Monroe,
two?
probably, and I probably Zen.
Oh no, I disagree. I think Monroe and Moroccan. I think he didn't name those. I think
Yeah.
I think maybe he's agreed with these, but he's had a good power in at least deciding most of these names, and I fully believe, along with what he said in an interview of like wanting to leave his legacy, these names will last forever. I'm not gonna forget Mixolydian. So like, if this is about his legacy, the name would go. These names he's leaving are names I'll remember too. So maybe that's
Zillion Kin, son of Nick.
the son of Nick.
It just goes off in the other direction.
And the post-apocalypse is
Because
going
you
to be
talked about
crazy.
legacy,
Kids are going to have some crazy names in the post-apocalypse.
I'm trying to think. Like, could you imagine like it's a family reunion, Monroe's there, and they ask him like, "Oh hey, have you seen your sister? Your sister? Oh no, Zillion's on the way." Don't worry
They
about
call
it.
it Zillion. They call it Zillion Air.
Do you think they? Oh my god!
Why
in my
waste the
head-
middle name if you're not going to use it?
You might as well do both.
Nobody calls me Eric Rayshawn. Like it's but like
No,
this
but
is
nobody,
No,
nobody names
because-
something so ridiculous either. So.
Yeah, you might as well say both. For these kids, it's probably going to be Powerful Queen everywhere she goes.
I would really like to know how these like when they grow up how they receive these names because like I don't know about you guys but like a good amount of people just kind of wish either they want to go by their middle name, but like man I'd be interested if Zillionaire just wants to go by just call me Zillion or just call me Air. Don't do this in front of me.
Like
Don't
even
do
right now, we're calling it Ziri. I don't know who it is. Like if it's a
Calling Nick
boy or
Cannon a
girl
weirdo. That's
or-
what I'm saying.
Well, even right
Last-
now, we're saying Zillion Air.
I think
Well,
his plan is working.
I
I think his plan is working. Regardless of what we think about it, I think his plan is working. It's going to keep working.
He's gonna keep working.
It's
He's
going to
keep
keep
doing
working.
this.
I just want to know
Dude.
what's the cap? What's the cap?
la-
You got to be realistic.
The
I mean,
last
name
name
isn't bad.
Zen S Cannon. You think it's not that bad?
The first and last? No, that's not
Zen
bad.
Cannon.
Zen Cannon? It's fine.
Zen Cannon.
What's
It's
that
not
S?
bad.
I mean,
Not
I
bad.
can't
it's
say
not.
anything. I can't say anything because my middle name is K. It just is
Phonetically spelled out.
spelled
Yeah,
KAY.
Can't even try to spell
it's
it.
kind of the same
What
thing.
if Zen is short for something shorter?
How do you spell S?
That's it. What do you mean? We just spelled it.
Yes.
Yes.
S.
It might be ESS because it's a sound.
Yeah.
It's a sound thing. So like ESS.
Because K. Just AY. Add AY.
What if like in the future we learned
Yeah.
that like the Zen S and like the S stands for something we didn't know at the time?
Zen.
Superman.
Sixelodian.
It kind
At
of
some point,
flows. Zen
At
S-
some point, he's just
Zen
gonna name a
S
kid
canon.
Nickelodeon. I
Zen S
guarantee.
canon does kind of flow better. You're right.
It's Superman.
It's super.
It's Zen Superman canon.
It's just a giant
It's-
S.
yeah, he just
Yeah, it's gonna be the Superman symbol on the birth certificate,
Every time.
on the license.
Every time they write their name, it's Zen Superman logo canon.
That's it. We gotta see that birth certificate.
Do we?
We gotta get that birth certificate. We need to know
Oh
the truth.
no, not the Barack Obama.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it. We gotta get that birth certificate.
What do we all think the best name is? Do we think it's Monroe Cannon? Objectively, I don't. Objectively,
the best in what way?
Zillionaire.
what do you? What is the?
Because there's the
What
best
do
in
you-
all, like just ludicrous.
What do you find? What do you find to be the cutest name?
The cutest
Can
name?
you rephrase that first of all?
Is a cute name? Like you don't think some names are cute, Tavares?
Think of a baby, and then think of the
Yeah.
name, and then do a cute voice in
Babies
your
are
head with the name.
Babies are ugly?
Babies.
Babies
It
are
just
ugly.
hold on. Is that a full stop?
Baby's ugly, yeah. Full stop.
What a take. What a take.
They are deformed humans.
He stood on that. He stood on that hill. He put his feet
Babies are
down.
deformed humans.
He
I
said,
stick by this.
"Babies
I stand
are
by
We
it.
gave him
ugly."
time. We gave him time to think about it. We gave him time to think about it.
I don't need to
And he
think about
said,
it.
He doesn't need to think about it, Eric. He doesn't need
Deformed
to.
humans. That's
Deformed. Boy.
Come on, man.
I think.
They are.
This man Tavares got some opinions.
I
He gonna let you know.
Monroe-
This nigga
I
said he's
think
always right.
Monroe's cute.
You think Monroe's the cutest name?
It's
Monroe
cute.
is
It's
really
cute.
I think Powerful Queen is cute as a baby, but like it's not gonna work ever again. You have to say Powerful Queen every time.
You use the middle name. You wasted.
Oh, dang.
MacBook, everybody. Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh, no. It's
Sorry.
still recording. No, okay.
Is this the last question on the list?
Oh, hold on. That is the last question.
Okay, good.
Here we go.
You gotta get out of here. I can't be staying up all night with you guys like you want me to.
It's
They gotta work in the
8:30.
morning.
It's literally 8:30.
Yeah. They gotta work in the morning. Yeah.
Someone close it out.
Close it out. I guess, co-host number 2, I've been doing this for the longest, so I guess I can close it out. Thanks everybody for listening to episode 20/21, whatever you guys hear it as. I don't know, man. Get the fuck out of here. I want to thank everybody for coming up here. You guys know where to find us. HQQ Podcast on Instagram, HQQ Podcast on Twitter. Samara, go ahead and tell everybody how much you appreciated them stopping by and listening.
Thanks for listening. I appreciate it.
Dion, a.k.a. Aunt Viv, thanks for coming in again another time. How do you feel about your time here, and how do you feel about Mr. Cannon and his empire to take over the world?
I think he's gonna win. There's nothing we can do. He's already got an advantage.
He's already got a
gonna
powerful queen on his side.
win. He's got a long list. He's gonna win. Whatever we want to do, he's already thought of it. He's 10 steps ahead. Also, I got to get a new nickname.
Aunt Viv.
It's
Uncle
you
I got
know.
you. Tavares, I'm glad to have you back out of your cast, and I'm glad you're finally able to walk and talk on your own again. It was really hard feeding you every day, but I'm glad you made it through, bro. Go and tell the people how good it feels to be back.
Going back to Final Fantasy.
Yep. I hope you're literally your Final Fantasy.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for talking to us. See you guys next time.
No wave? Okay.
There it is.